plays, and if he's healthy enough, he'll put on a show and he'll make sure they win that game.
Yeah.
So more of those tickets for you tomorrow morning, as well as more Disneyland. Cindy Davis is up next as well, and she's got Disneyland for you too. So be listening from 9:45 to 10. And tomorrow's National Hamburger Day.
Yes, it is.
Listen tomorrow morning to find out how I'm going to buy you lunch. Cola 99.9. Have a great day.
And STDs, they don't discriminate. They don't just say, let me deal with the skank.
Slash KNX. Let's update your traffic for you right now, and here's Desmond. And we do have this gas leak here along Wilshire Boulevard eastbound. Wilshire closed La Brea over to Highland, and that means you and I as well are going to need a alternate to get through here. If you're headed northbound, I'm probably just going to head northbound on La Brea, and then come back to 3rd over to a Highland towards the Hollywood Freeway. Now, Tom Tran on the way down to the studio here to take over the helm said that La Brea didn't look any worse than usual, so just keep that in mind. And also know that westbound is getting through. They have not shut down westbound traffic around this gas leak, so you should be okay as you come away from Koreatown westbound on Wilshire towards the Miracle Mile. The other highlights here, a couple of things for the 5, entry wreck northbound 5 at Rosecrans, Santa Fe Springs, or at least the right lane taken away here, and it has been a pretty awful morning for that northbound 5, and now coming away from Valley View, feels like just barely grinding along the thickest of it to Imperial Highway, but more brake lights ahead, on and off, slowing into the Eastdale interchange at southbound at State College in the city of Orange. Everything now cleared over to the center divider according to CHP, but it's still got you distracted pretty heavily back from before Lincoln on that, and even ahead of it, a few more delays as you squeeze through the 55 freeway. Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Next reports at 9:05 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 and CBSLA.com.
The forecast for today from CBS2 and Evelyn Taft has clouds and fog around this morning. That'll be dissipating and going to a partly sunny sky later on today. The high should be somewhere into the low 70s. For tomorrow, about the same thing. By the time we get to the weekend, we could see temps moving back into the 80s.
Breaking news now on KNX 1070 News Radio.
U2's longtime tour manager has reportedly passed away. TMZ is saying law enforcement sources tell them that Dennis Sheehan, who was found unconscious at his room at the Sunset Marquis Hotel this morning, paramedics went there for a reported cardiac arrest, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. If you look on Twitter, there's a lot of talk about how it was longtime manager Paul McGinnis, but TMZ is saying that it was Dennis Sheehan, and they got that from law enforcement sources. The death coming just hours after U2's first of 5 concerts at the Forum started last night. But again, the death of Dennis Sheehan, U2's longtime tour manager, this morning at the Sunset Marquis Hotel. KNX News Time, 8:57. Lindsay Lohan, they say, looks like will be completing her community service for reckless driving and lying to police before tomorrow's hearing. Sean Hawley to appear solo before the judge to deliver the news as Lindsay heads out of town to London. Tatum O'Neal says she's only dating women now, or dating women, I should say, in an exclusive about her life with People magazine. Tatum says she likes women, has been definitely dating mostly women recently, and about her sexuality, she says, in her words, she is neither one nor the other. Kim Kardashian reportedly exploring options, including a surrogacy to get pregnant again. That's according to sources on the weekly video station. And in an upcoming installment of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they say she'll reveal that an implanted embryo didn't take. She's already joked that she and Kanye have sex 500 times a day. But again, having difficulty, and more on that.
Hey, Kanye, there's a pill that'll help you with that.
That's out of Us Weekly. KNX News Time, 8:58.
This portion of the news brought to you by Galvin Motors.
Looking for a faster way to reach Dodger Stadium this season? Go Metro and connect with the Dodger Stadium Express at Union Station or the Harbor Gateway Transit Center in the South Bay. You won't have to fight traffic, and your Dodger ticket is good for the fair.
To ArcLight Cinemas. Go to myarclight.com to learn how. We started with a clean sheet of paper. What we got in return was the first ever 306 horsepower Lexus RC.
Kingdom come.
Fronts on every new and used.
Call 1-800-USA-LEXUS for important lease offer and pricing details. Not all customers will qualify. Offer valid in the Lexus Western area only and ends June 1st, 2015.
Class, welcome to Business 001.
Don't you mean 101?
No, this is Business 001. We teach you to minimize risk even before you, well, are in school.
Wait, what?
University of Phoenix School of Business, we know going back to school is an investment. So we offer our students a 3-week risk-free trial. So if it's not the right fit for you, you don't pay anything.
Ah, Business 001. Now I get it.
To try University of Phoenix in Los Angeles, visit phoenixriskfree.com.
It's time to believe. James Harden and the Rockets try to keep their season alive, while Steph Curry and the Dubs try to end it. The Western Conference Finals, Rockets, Warriors, tonight at 6 Pacific on ESPN.
Hey, my name's Sam, and I'm a butcher at Albertsons. Yep, a real old-fashioned butcher. You know, a lot of stores just have that puny pre-packaged beef. But at Albertsons, you have guys like me custom cutting beef just the way you want it. Plus, Albertsons has USDA choice beef, which is melt in your mouth good. Personally, I wouldn't put anything else on my family's table, but I'm kind of a stickler about beef, as you probably imagine. USDA choice beef. Come and get it at Albertsons. Right now, you'll also find big savings on family packs of grade A bone-in, fresh, whole frying chicken, drumsticks, thighs, or leg quarters for just 88 cents per pound, limit of 4 packages. Or get a 6-ounce package of fresh blueberries, only 99 cents each. Plus, select varieties of 12 double rolls of Angel Soft Bath Tissue or 8 rolls of Sparkle Paper Towels are $3.99 each when you buy 2. Albertsons, you're in for something fresh.
Longo Toyota has been challenged to sell 1,839 vehicles in May. Longo will beat any written offer, and with an inventory of over 4,000 new vehicles, if Longo can't get it done, no one can. Number 1 for 48 years in a row. There must be a reason. Why go anywhere else? Only 403 left to go.
The Woody Show.
Alt 98.7 traffic.
From the helpful SoCal Honda Dealer Traffic Center.
All right, time for an update on your traffic. Wednesday morning, 9:01. Here's Greg Gorey coming at you.
This traffic report is brought to you by your Southern California BMW centers. We have a crash in Norwalk as you head northbound 5 at Imperial Highway. A crash blocking the right lane, so traffic is backed up to Valley View, and it's going to stay slow to Los Feliz Boulevard. Southbound, slow and go from Sunland Boulevard to the 60, and then again from Garfield to the 605. And also an Encino crash, 101 southbound direction at White Oak. A crash just cleared out of the left lane. The traffic is slow from Winnetka, and it's going to stay slow out to Glendale Boulevard. And an Ontario crash just cleared westbound 60 right before the 15 crash cleared out of the left lane. The traffic is currently recovering. And if there's anything you see that you want us to know about, you can call the Ralph's Saving You Time traffic line, 888-500-5003. For a limited time, lease the first ever all-electric BMW i3 for as low as $239 a month. Visit SoCalBMW.com today for details. I'm Greg Gorey, Alt 98.7 Traffic.
KYSR, Los Angeles.
This is The Woody Show.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers, we make it easy.
Alt 98.7, LA's new alternative.
Today's Redneck News Story involves NASCAR, believe it or not. We'll have that coming up for you next. And then Raven's going to have a round of sports. We'll see what's trending in the news. So you can go to work or school or wherever you're going today. Much more informed than you are right this moment. Coming up on The Woody Show.
I can lift you up.
Showbiz Beat is brought to you by our...
And fatal crashes have dropped 56%. McDonald's, the burger giant in a big slump, says it's going to stop reporting its monthly sales results, at least while it changes the menu and takes other steps to turn things around. Many other fast food competitors have never reported monthly sales figures. The Dow is up 108 points. This is CBS News. Crews are working to cap a natural gas leak on one of LA's busiest streets.
2 Pico Rivera schools are closed after a telephoned threat.
This is KMX 1070 News Radio. I'm Tom Ewell.
And I'm Linda Nunez. It's Wednesday, May 27th.
Here's what's happening at 9:03.
A work crew chopped into a gas line in the vicinity of the Miracle Mile, bringing firefighters out and prompting evacuations. KNX 1070's John Baird is right there.
I could smell the gas. Once again, I walked around the corner and could smell that gas strong as ever. Work crews are still trying to seal off that leak and build a bypass line around it. That's what they're doing at this time. I just found out from a firefighter that the accident happened where they cut into the line. That happened at 12:30 this morning. The gas company was out here at 1 a.m. Firefighters weren't notified until about 6:50 this morning. They've come out. They have a truck out here and firefighters standing by just in case. They cordoned off a couple of buildings in a strip mall just in case. They're taking precautions, but they say as soon as this thing is is fixed. They're going to let people back into the buildings.
John, I would imagine the commute in this area is a nightmare.
Oh, it's been a nightmare. People driving westbound on Wilshire are in slow stop-and-go traffic. You can't go eastbound at all from La Brea, so those people have to divert around it. And it's been like that, obviously, all morning long, and hopefully it'll be cleared up soon enough.
KMX 1070's John Baird in the along the Miracle Mile. Our reported threat has forced Rivera Middle and Elementary School to cancel classes for the day. Los Angeles County Sheriff Sergeant Marcos Soto tells KMX they have set up a perimeter around the campus.
We're just doing a quick sweep just to investigate the credibility of the threat at the time, just to take in precautionary measures.
The threat was called in to sheriff's deputies before classes got underway, but the details of the threat are not being released.
KNX News Time, 9:05.
Traffic and weather together on KMX 1070 News Radio. And here's Tom Tran.
And as you heard from John Baird, that gas leak over on Wilshire near Highland has a section of Wilshire Boulevard going eastbound shut down between Highland and Sycamore. And basically, you can't go eastbound between La Brea and Highland. You can go westbound, but I wouldn't advise it because, like John said, it is just bumper to bumper, basically going westbound out in Wilshire. 6th Street's not really a great alternate because everybody else is using that at this point. I would suggest, however, going up to 3rd Street and going east or westbound. It might be a little bit out of your way, but it will save you a good chunk of time. Northbound side of the 5 at Rosecrans, we had this earlier crash that had the right lane blocked. Traffic is backed up from Valley View. It is going to be a slow chug on that 5 all the way up towards the Glendale Freeway. The southbound side, not great either. Slow from Sunland Boulevard down towards the 16 again from Garfield to the 605. Over on the Ventura Freeway, a couple of accidents to look out for. The eastbound side, both of them on the eastbound side, actually. One of them just after Winnetka, the other one just after Havenhurst, but that drive out of the West Valley is going to be slow, basically from Winnetka all the way through Studio City and onto the 101 portion of the Hollywood Freeway. Traffic and weather together on the 5s. Our next report at 9:15 from your Southern California traffic leader, KNX 1070 at CBSLA.com.
I'm CBS 2 meteorologist Evelyn Taft, and this is your exclusive 5-day forecast. Temperatures continuing to stay on the cooler side, 60s and 70s today. Mostly cloudy conditions along the coast and slow to clear elsewhere, but we are expecting partly cloudy conditions by the afternoon. Slightly warmer for your Thursday and Friday and even your Saturday. By Sunday, though, the return of low pressure is going to start to bring cooler temperatures, especially the first part of next week, as we see a return of that marine layer and maybe even a little bit of drizzle. That's your 5-day forecast where the weekend's always in sight here at KNX 1070 News Radio.
59 in Santa Clarita. It's also 59 in San Bernardino. Downey with 63, and Anaheim checks in 64 degrees. KNX News Time, 9:07.
PCH is closed as helicopters and crews start putting steel cable mesh on the hills above the highway. KNX 1070's Pete Demetrio is near Magoo Rock.
You can hear in the background the rotor roar from that Sikorsky S-58 heavy lift chopper. It's picking up these 15-foot long and about 15-foot wide, 100-foot long stretches of steel cable. Picks it up like a giant carpet and then lays it on the top of the hill, and they literally secure it to the hillside itself. They've been doing that now for the last 15 minutes. About every 7 to 10 minutes, they come back, grab one, go back, and put it on the hillside. The crews on top secure it down. As for traffic, well, it's already been blocked here for about 15 minutes on the northbound side. Same thing with the southbound side. It's going to be like this all day long. So you might want to rethink if you're going to use PCH to come up from Malibu or down from Ventura County.
So, Pete, how long does it take to get each segment of the mesh to get placed?
About 7 to 10 minutes from the time where the crew actually puts the cradle underneath that bundle of mesh, and then the helicopter goes up, literally lets it hang down. It slides over about 100 yards from the point of the hillside, lays it on the hill, they secure it. About 5 to 7 minutes each. They've got 400 to 500 feet of hill that they're going to have to deal with, and they can't do it all in one continuous motion. They've got to take breaks every so often for the bird and the crew.
You can follow Pete on Twitter at KNXPete.
KNX News Time, 9:08. New details expected to be released later today about the arrest of a former rookie LA police officer who's wanted on a murder charge.
Henry Solis is being held by the feds in El Paso, Texas, after being arrested in Mexico on Tuesday. He'd been hiding out with family there after crossing the border in March, one day after investigators say Solis shot and killed Salome Rodriguez following a fight outside a Pomona bar. He's facing charges of murder and fleeing the country to avoid prosecution. LA Police Chief Charlie Beck, in a statement, said he is pleased Solis is in custody and will be held accountable for his actions. The chief fired Solis within days of the fatal shooting. Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
You can follow Margaret on Twitter at Margaret Carrero. A bit of a bounce back on Wall Street so far this morning. Frank Motek has a look at your money coming up.
Hello, Southern California. I'm Fletcher Jones Jr. People are driving from all over to Newport Beach to find their dream car at a dream payment. With almost 2,000 Mercedes-Benz in stock, if we don't have it, it probably doesn't exist.
Fletcher Jones Motor Cars, Newport Beach.
Hey, Termite, moving back in?
Sure! Since these cars are taken down at 10, we get back to chowing down.
Well, the tent only terminates what's in the house at the time, but when it comes down, it is open season.
You really know your stuff.
Pacific Coast Termite uses orange oil and has a 2-year guarantee to make sure termites are gone for good. Plus, it costs less than you think.
Fascinating.
You want to see how it works?
Sure! What a nice man. So polite.
Call Pacific Coast Termite for your free inspection today at 1-800-PACIFIC. And if you call now, you'll get an additional 10% off the service in any repairs, including wood repairs, insulation, and rat exclusion. With over 35,000 home treatments, Pacific Coast Termite is proud to maintain a perfect Better Business Bureau rating. Call us at 1-800-PACIFIC. That's 1-800-722-4342 or visit PacificCoastTermite.com. Free inspection not applicable for homes for sale or an escrow.
KNX News Time, 9:10.
Question: when you rally on Greece, is a fall? KNX 1070's Frank Motek.
Well, it was Greece that spooked the markets over the weekend, but a bit of a relief today on news that a Greek government official expects talks with creditors in Brussels today to sort out the last pending issues for the agreement on more help for Greece. Speaking on condition of anonymity, he said the meeting was delayed because the Greek negotiators' plane was diverted to Dusseldorf due to air traffic problems at the Brussels airport. So the Greek drama somewhat playing out, but in the meantime, European stocks did rally today, and we see the Dow Jones Industrial Average now in positive territory by 113 points, not quite erasing previous session's 190-point drop. NASDAQ at 47 and the S&P 500 at 15. Looks like the price of oil continues to pull back, right now hovering around just below $58 a barrel. Gas prices coming down today in Southern California with the average price for self-serve regular $3.92. That's now 7 cents a gallon below where it was a week ago, but still 43 cents a gallon higher than where it was a month ago. Money News at 10:40 past the hour. Frank Motek, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Can you spell triumvirate? The latest on local kids in the National Spelling Bee coming up.
Hey, honey. I know we said we weren't ready to buy a home yet, but I started making a pros and cons list.
Let me guess. More pros?
Just listen. Pros. More privacy. A kitchen where we can actually cook. Room for my mother to visit.
That's a pro.
Ha ha.
All right, what else you got?
Well, we get a discount from Citi since we already bank with them.
Awesome.
And the last pro, a backyard for our kids to run around in.
But we don't have kids yet.
Yeah, so we should also try to move within the next 9 months.
9 months? Oh! If you're thinking about buying a new home, let Citi be your guide. At Citi, our mortgage representatives offer a sure start pre-approval, so you'll know how much home you can afford. And with guaranteed on-time closing, you'll know when to plan your move. Plus, customers can get additional discounts on closing costs or even mortgage rates just by being a banking customer. Stop by a Citibank branch or go to Citi.com to learn more. Citibank N.A. is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, NMLS number 412915. Terms, conditions, and fees for accounts, programs, products, and services are subject to change.
I'm here with Joe and Carolyn at Honda of downtown Los Angeles. Joe, you're the owner of the dealership. Why come to this location?
We have one of the largest selections of new and pre-owned Hondas in the state of California. In addition to that, we offer lease options, excellent financing. But one of the best reasons to come to Honda of downtown Los Angeles are our partner programs that we offer to many agencies and businesses in Southern California.
Carolyn, you're the general manager. What is a partnership program?
They provide a predetermined discount that makes it easy to do business with us. And examples of those partnerships are USC employees, faculty and students, LAPD, LAFD, and various other city and county agencies in Los Angeles and Orange County. Now, if you don't belong to one of these organizations, there's plenty of specials and incentives on our website at hondaoflosangeles.com.
Give us an opportunity. We're right down the street from the Staples Center, and there's no question in my mind you'll be very, very happy with the service we provide.
We're on the corner of Venice and Figueroa, where the 110 and the 10 meet. We invite you to start your adventure downtown at hondaoflosangeles.com. I'm a worrier. I toss, I turn, I worry about everything under the sun, especially my finances. And I just moved into a new home, so I've been extra anxious. But wouldn't you know, I met with my banker at First Republic the other day, and he...
I think we do.
Yeah, I think we do. Let's bring it in.
Oh,
wow. And we're hugging.